Welcome back to Colorado Sports Connection. We're talking with Chad Brown. Chad, one of the things I want to ask you is, you come to Colorado, you're here in Boulder. Talk about your freshman year in Boulder.
That first snowfall, that was pretty exciting. And then the first snowfall of the year in the dorms, apparently it's a tradition that we go out and play a flag football kind of game on the campuses around the dorms. All the guys go out and play.
Without the coach's knowledge?
It's not a football tradition. It's kind of just a CU campus tradition.
Okay.
But I'm a football player, and I'm redshirting that year, so I'm not really needed on the field. So I decided, okay, maybe I'll go out and play. I'm sure the coaches just wouldn't like this, hearing about me going out and playing with a bunch of non-players. But that was a great time. But by that second or third or fourth snowfall, the California kid in me, was like, whoa, maybe I don't like this snow so much. I don't like trudging across campus when it's 10 degrees and 2 feet of snow out there. But I got over that and began to enjoy the weather in Colorado, the Colorado experience, the snowfall, the beautiful mountains, the things that were completely foreign to me coming from California.
And talk about when you first started becoming a regular starter for CU.
I had a great player in front of me, Terry Johnson, and Terry knew that the coaches were trying to, give me time in the lineup. And instead of, becoming jealous or angry or bitter, he welcomed me into that. So he and I split time for a couple of games. He was typically the starter, but as that season progressed, I moved into the starting role, and he became my sub. But it was great because he was professional about it, if he can be professional at a collegiate level.
Sure.
He was very, very welcoming, very accommodating, and always trying to focus on the team aspect. If I can help Chad be better, then we'll be better as a team. Not necessarily looking at it from a selfish perspective and thinking, I don't want to help this guy's taking my playing time. That wasn't his attitude at all. So as far as me playing and becoming a starter, that was probably the most significant part of it, was having the acceptance of the guy whose role I was taking.
Now, was that your freshman year?
That was my redshirt freshman year.
That was your redshirt freshman year?
Yes.
Okay, now your redshirt freshman year, your bowl game.
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit, your first bowl game.
Oh, gosh, first bowl game was the Orange Bowl.
That was your first one, okay.
Yeah,
against Notre Dame?
Against Notre Dame in '89.
Okay.
The year before we went to the Freedom Bowl, I was a redshirt then, so I wasn't playing in that game. And that was pretty cool to go back home. The Freedom Bowl was played in Anaheim, California, about 30 minutes from my hometown of Pasadena. So that was great to come back and see all my family, but they didn't get a chance to see me play because I didn't play at all. But the first bowl game I played in was the Orange Bowl in 1989. I actually broke my collarbone in pregame warm-ups and played about 3.5 quarters of that game with a broken collarbone, because I figured I have no idea when I'll get this opportunity again to play a national championship game. Come to find out, a year later I'm in the same game against the same team playing for the national championship again. So I probably should have been smarter the year before and got myself out of the game with that broken collarbone.
Let's go back to the collarbone here. Did you tell anybody, and what did they do if you did?
I broke it in pregame warm-ups as a linebackers. We all got together as linebackers and kind of did a bull in the ring kind of thing. And obviously it was a very big game, and everyone was fired up. And Kanavis McGee hit me as hard as I have ever been hit in my entire life. And I had broken my collarbone 2 points in my life before that. So I knew immediately what had happened. So I hit it from the docs and the trainers. I was in quite a bit of pain until halftime. But actually at halftime they what's going on? You seem to be, not moving so well. Your left arm's not moving so great. What's going on with this? So I explained to the docs and trainers, and at that point, I think they injected me, decided, get me back in the game. It was already broken. Not much else damage that could occur. And I, like I said, finished about a quarter and a half of that second half before the pain just became too great and I couldn't play anymore.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. Now, we talked a little bit earlier here, and I told you, being from the Midwest, I'm a Notre Dame fan. Yeah. But I also said that the top 5 games ever, in my opinion, CU Notre Dame, especially that 1990 game. I believe the final score was 10-9.
Yes.
Take us through that game.
Well, just speaking about that game, I watch that game frequently because it comes on television, local television here, quite a few times during the year. So if I'm flipping channels and that game's on, I'm stuck. I'm stuck on the chair, I'm stuck on the couch and watching it. But actually, as part of the 20th reunion for the championship, they gave each of the guys a DVD of that game. And I was just watching it yesterday when I was working out down in my basement. But anyway, the first year when we played Notre Dame, I think we were a little bit too awed by the entire experience of it all. So the second year when we played them, we were much more focused, much more about the business of beating Notre Dame instead of the business of, wow, this is Miami and this is a big bowl game, this is national championship, and getting caught up in all that. As a team, we were much more focused and we were much more battle tested. Obviously, we started the season 1-1-1. So all our national championship hopes were dashed at that point. We fought our way back to be in the position that we were in. And I thought, going to that game, we all had the mindset there was no way we were going to lose.
We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll continue more about the 1990 National Championship game. When we come back, we'll continue our talk with Chad Brown right here on Colorado Sports Connection.